In celebration of O.R Tambo Month, KM Sports, in partnership with the Eastern Cape Department of Sports, hosted the 4th edition of the South Africa O.R Tambo bodybuilding contest at the Wild Coast Sun. This year, the total prize money for the event was 150,000 Rand, which the contestants would be competing for.
As we are going to start tomorrow to have the lecture of O.R Tambo in Wild Coast, we'll be also on Saturday doing the marathon on Egameni Likatata O.R Tambo, and also the bodybuilding which we are doing together with Ukaya Majeke Sports. I think also the youth, it is key, because when I was part of the bodybuilding in KZN, I have seen that it is one of the sports that they makes our youth not to go and look for drugs. It's a disciplined sport, so that is why I will encourage even tomorrow most of the youth to go in Wild Coast so that they can see the bodybuilders when they are performing, because I love the sport, because to me it makes our young youth to see that it is not only soccer, netball, because as we grew up we thought that the only sport that we can be able to look at, also we encourage our people to go. We talk about the soccer, netball, volleyball, but now I'm looking at the bodybuilding and also the karate.
This event brings the best athletes and bodybuilders in our country and the SADC region together as we celebrate the life of our international stalwart. It also promotes health and fitness in our communities, giving the athletes an opportunity to compete in this special event.
Here today, we're having a very nice game. Actually, I was prepping my guy because he's going to Dubai. I was not ready for this competition, I was just having fun. I got a 4th place, of which I'm happy with because I was just coming from recovery. Here I'm with Katiso Kolosha. I'm his coach, I'm prepping him. He's doing great, he got a 1st place, he's going to Dubai. He won the bantamweight under 65 kgs.
It's always tough. The sport is tough. It requires a lot of money, a lot of mental strength and physical strength. So it was tough, but we love the sport. We keep pushing.
The show was okay. Actually, we did enjoy it, even though preparations were very hard, because we're coming from ESAs just a month back. Yeah, so but I've managed to place position 1. I'm doing women's physique over Eastern Cape. So for now, I'm the only lady, or some lady, who women's physique over Eastern Cape.
I started bodybuilding about 10 years ago. Today in the show I placed 3rd. The competition was very tough. My weight was under 90 kg. It's my first time doing under the 90 kg. But however, the guys that came 1st and 2nd deserve to win. However, for me, I'm very proud for the year. You know, as things were not as easy as I thought. This sport you need a lot of discipline. And we are happy, you know, for the progress we've made over the years. And for next year, I'm setting greater goals, maybe to represent my country and a province again, and probably come back to this show again and do much better.
My prep was basically emotional, nice, roller coaster, but it was there for me every step of the way. I enjoyed. I did O.R Tambo as a show of support. Thank you to Kaya Majenge for sponsoring and inviting me. And it was an amazing experience. I enjoyed the crowd, it was amazing. And can't wait to do more.
For the first time I see a show that has got a big following in terms of athletes. And I would like to say to IFPB and to Kaya Majenge, thank you very much for the invite. I am going home with a medal and my heart is still celebrating.
The tournament was exciting. It was exciting, yeah, it was better. Everything was okay, the organization was on point, yeah. And it was cool. I hope to do it again next year. Yeah. I was expecting to do better. By the end of the day, definitely there will be a winner. One person will win. So I understand. Yeah, I understand. I play second. So I need to go back to the drawing board, work harder, and come with the best physique. Yeah, that's it. But I promise you, watch me out. Because I'm killing next year. I'm slaying. I'm taking over. Check me out. Emmanuel Forsen from Ghana, specifically from Tema. One.
Preparation was very long. Like it took like 3 months. But going into the show, it was easy actually because I've already done the Genki Giant, which was on the 5th of October, where I placed first on juniors and second on seniors. So preparing for this one was just a couple of 20 days. So it was great. It's my first time winning an overall actually. Started competing last year, and last year I placed third on juniors. And then this year I came back with Genki Giant Classic. I placed second, like I said, on seniors and first on juniors. And I placed first on juniors here and winning this overall trophy as well. So that's great. The next step, I'm not sure, man. It will depend. I feel like taking a rest maybe next year. But it will depend because I love this. I may say I'll take a rest and then come back again. We'll see. I don't know.
O.R Tambo had a fierce love for all Africans and had a consciousness for women's rights at the time when many dismissed it as a distraction. These values are more important than ever at this difficult time in our country's history, and this event was great in emphasizing this message.
This is one of the events that we're doing as a province to make it sure that our athletes get opportunities to participate, and as well at the same time to make it sure that sport contributes to local economic development. We decided to bring it here and not to the major cities of the Eastern Cape because they also wanted this part of the province also to benefit from that. We know that it brought a lot of courage to the local guys, but also at the same time the local business here benefited immensely. My observation is that the event is growing. And the event is doing two things for us, as I indicated earlier on. Bodybuilding as sport now in the Eastern Cape, because of this annual event, is growing. And it's growing more in the disadvantaged communities. At the same time, as I indicated, that it also contributes to economic development. It is not just a sport event. So there are two fronts that benefit out of it. Hence, we believe that is one of those signature events that we must keep on.
Well, in bodybuilding, we promote health and fitness, and we regard bodybuilding sport as a base of all codes, because once you develop a child or you focus on early development of a child through bodybuilding sport, that child is able to feature on various sports because the body is well balanced. That's the advantage with regards to bodybuilding sport. And again, you promote discipline. Again, you promote health and fitness. So those are the aspects that we normally focus on. And again, you've got an opportunity or an advantage of living longer. We assisted the athletes with accommodation, traveling, meals. Also, we put over 220,000 rands. Which we have spread, to make sure that everyone who participates at this event at least is able to go home, with something. As you know that we also want to make sure that we promote, we contribute towards job creation. Even the event itself, we've made it sure that the area will remember that we are in the rural, and we were happy to position the event at the rural area. We're able to hire, for instance, to create, temporary jobs around the area. And again, we're able to make sure that, actually what makes me happy, the winner is from this rural area, which was, an exciting achievement of the show. I would love to say thank you to all the partners, thank you to the athletes, thank you to Bodybuilding South Africa for sanctioning the event. We really appreciate all the partners and major stakeholders, also to the athletes for coming through and participate at the event, let alone, I cannot forget to also mention the officials who also take a huge pressure to make sure that at the end of the day, athletes are judged fairly in sport.
This year's stakeholders who supported the event included the Eastern Cape Provincial Department of Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Alfred Nzo District Municipality, Mbazana Local Municipality, Standard Bank, the Sports Trust, Motorland, Evox, and especially our host venue, the Wild Coast Hotel and Casino. Together, we were able to host another successful competition. We would like to say well done to the organisers for putting together such a resounding event, and congratulations to the winners of the championships. We are proud to contribute towards sport tourism in the province this magnificent event. The Sports Trust developed the cyclist Boya Mabuya, who was part of the Kinetic Pro team, and four of his teammates recently competed in the 23rd edition of Joburg's most iconic cycling event, the Discovery 947 Ride Joburg, on Sunday the 17th of November. The event was hosted at Riversands Commercial Park, and this is the second largest time cycling event in the world. Overall, the race was very challenging for him, and he managed to keep up with the pro bunch until they broke away and he finished in the chasing bunch. A great day of racing and another memorable experience for the team.
Because been gonna cool like for but I managed like to come back and train and put in not too much hours. I was just putting three hours most of the time, like 2-3 hours, but with a lot of intervals in between. And I knew the race was gonna be Izobanzima, but I told myself that I'm just gonna be there, and I'm gonna try and enjoy the race as much as I can, and stay with the guys. And if there's a break, I'm gonna try and be that break. If I can't, I'm gonna try to stay in front of the bunch and see what happens then. Going to France really helped me a lot because there was like climbing there, and like a lot of climbing, and incede kakhulu man, because climbing yami improving kakhulu, and it played a big part like today on those big tracks and steep parts, because I was just staying there in the front. Every time we're there, I could see, I was just relaxed going up the waves and the tracks. I didn't feel nothing, although the guys were really like putting the hammer down, but I was like, okay, I'm relaxed, let me just chill and go. Sports science really helped me a lot. They gave me the training. Like they helped me with the power and stuff, and like a lot of stuff. And I'm grateful to them for giving up their time to helping me get my form back for this race.
The Sports Trust, together with its donors, are committed to enhancing education through sport and bringing about transformation, nurturing talent, and providing sustainable opportunities for previously disadvantaged communities and schools